you brought up this Texas story, and this just again it's another highlight of how corrupt. Like, we are third world countries. We do live in a third world country where the baton is being passed from these so-called developed economies to the developing economies. What do you call it? We're no longer developed. We're declining. The declining economies. We're no longer emerged.
It's not an emerging, it's submerged.
We're submerging economies.
It's a submerging economy.
That's what you should call us. But
I just did. How about that?
So in Texas,
in my parallel universe,
in Texas, there's this remarkable story, and anecdotal stories have been going around for years of police doing this across America. But this is the first one that's actually, making headline news on CNN. But police in this one small town have shaken down basically their highway robbery. They're going out to the highway, pulling over people and demanding money.
Their wiener, yeah.
And so they've taken $83 million, it's alleged. $83 million, mostly from black people. And even sending letters such as this. They apparently shook down a black couple for $6,000. Now, the couple...
a lot of shaking going on.
The couple filed a complaint with the police, against the police.
Oh, yeah.
And the police sent them back a letter and said, if you... stop pursuing the $6,000, we won't send social services after your children to take your children away.
Right. And people don't revolt.
Well,
they just stare around like turkeys in a rainstorm drowning. They just like, how did this happen? How did the America submerge like this?
Well, it's the same thing of what happened in Nazi Germany. Many people there will be just thinking, well, it's just black people they're shaking down. There must have been something wrong with them.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing about the Nazi German experience, is that there's always that question of how did the minority allow that to happen to them in Germany? Didn't they fight back? What about Kristallnacht? Didn't they get the picture that there was trouble coming? Why did they just stand by and let it happen? And, look what's happening in America. People are getting shaken down by the cops, having their money stolen, and then sending threatening letters, and they're not doing anything about it.
That's the most shocking thing to me, is that the police themselves would use headed paper and send back a threatening letter to these people. So that just shows you that they are totally immune from any sort of consequences of their illegal actions.
And the few people are leaving. There's a brain drain going on.